Hey guys, um, welcome to another new series because we screwed up yesterday and we managed to die on an octopode. For those of you that weren't watching, it was a disappointing trial and error thing that happened, and I figured out a couple of things about the build itself that was unoptimized. In the moment, it was pointed out to me that I reflexively bolted magmid when I could have used an escape consumable, so that was a disappointing run that could have been avoided. Unfortunately, I was playing too fast, as always. Well, I'm playing at my own speed, and that causes death, which is kind of expected. Sometimes you can't see everything. I misinterpreted the feed, basically. So today we're going to do a vampire of some sort, and I was going to think Enchanter, doing a Kiku run, because I like vampire, I like Enchanter, and I like Kiku. Um, I think I've already done Ice Elementalist, so that's why I'm not doing it right now, but I would have normally done it. I was going to pick between Ice Elementalist and Vampire Enchanter, so one of the two. Um, right now, this is straight up broken. Wow, these aptitudes are insane. +4 to hexes, +5 to stealth. That should be pretty cool. Anyway, so I have a feeling that this character can go to extended if I get a good, set of things going on. So that might be pretty interesting. This macro is completely wrong. Oops. 1 second. Clear that. There you go. Alright, this is kind of disgusting of a start. Okay, that's good. So enchanters start with one spell, which is Corona, and it's completely useless, pretty much. Hey, look, a vampiric dagger. That could be good. That might be more useful than the regular dagger, just because it gives me a bit of health. Okay, we're level 2 now, so we can cast Ensorcelled Hibernation, and that's the spell that we want to pick for basically everything. It's quite strong. Enchanters are using the stabbing mechanic in this game, which is when you hit an enemy that's unaware of your presence, that you do extra damage, and that damage is based on the modifier of your weapon, your stealth skill, and how unaware he is of you. So these Z's imply that he's asleep or unconscious or paralyzed, and that's the highest damage modifier for on that side. And daggers are the weapon that have the highest damage modifier on top of that. So I am maximizing my damage. So Ensorcelled Hibernation is a spell that puts something to sleep, and I can stab something once it's asleep, and I'll basically one-shot it every time. Only a couple of things in this game will not be one-shot by me stabbing it. We want probably Dex. We don't need incredible amounts of int, but we will get some later. Alright, so let's talk about vampires for a bit. Vampires are they're basically like humans, but they have this hunger mechanic that's kind of convoluted. Basically, the more hungry you are, instead of eating chunks, they bottle blood, and they can drink blood to instantly restore their satiation levels. But as they slip further and further into hunger, they, I guess, become more vampire-like. So at thirsty, I gain resist poison and stealth, but my regeneration is slowed, and that just keeps going until bloodless. At bloodless form, I am basically super stealth, immune to torment, but can't regenerate. So it's pretty interesting. Let's read this scroll. It's remove curse. That's good. Drop the ring of minus dex. Okay, we have 20 potions of blood, so I might as well just drink a potion. I'm not too interested in the hunger mechanic. I know that it's pretty good to stay around thirsty level because you get the arpoise and a little bit of stealth, but other than that, it's not too important. Okay, why can't I? Apparently I can't kill that guy. Interesting. I couldn't ensorcel him. Let's pick up Confuse, and Jakeem's Dance can come next. We definitely want to use Confuse, because Confuse is basically Ensorcelled Hibernation, slightly worse than Ensorcelled Hibernation, but it causes mayhem because it confuses them rather than just puts them to sleep. And it also can be used on undead, which is quite nice. Alright. So because Ensorcelled is a ice spell. Oh man, okay. I'm feeling a bit out of it again, so I'm going to use my strategy of drinking a bit of water. And I hope you guys can't hear this, but you probably can. Hopefully that fixes my voice. Doesn't seem to. I've been asleep for like 12 hours, so I'm kind of out of it right now. This is kind of scary. Use a throwing net. No, that didn't work. Okay, let's use the bat form. So, vampires can turn into a bat, and what that does is it turns you into literally a bat. You move at high speed, but then you can't attack or open doors and stuff. It's a decent escape method, if not a bit tedious. You need to make sure that you're really careful of how your mana is if you want to use it, because it costs you 2 MP. So at these early stages of the game, I need to basically decide on whether an Ensorcelled is worth it or a bat form is worth it. It's a glowing dagger here. One sec. Yeah, sure. Okay, so this venom dagger is pretty sick. Also, this does not need to be exclamation mark W for that case. Okay. So vampires can actually unwield and wield vampiric weapons normally. They don't. Oh, that's Kiku. Hey, that's lucky of us. Even though Kiku is not amazing early game, it's nice to just get the piety up early. Alright, cool. There's a Gozag thing. There's nothing in here except the RF stealth. Oh no, that's stealth minus. The dagger of no, that's ML minus. No, there's actually nothing in here that we'd even consider buying, even if we had the money. Okay, that was really unfortunate. Yeah, here you go. You can't turn into a bat here. Ah, poop. Okay, we're gonna have to just run around. Whew, okay. We actually should be able to confuse or kill that, we should actually be able to kill this wizard, but for some reason we can't seem to kill it. Okay, there we go. Poison managed to kill it. Poison is pretty good on a stabber because if you can't stab him, you can just stack poison and start running. It's a pretty decent strategy. For some reason we are getting hit a lot. Holy crap. Maybe I'm too used to playing a Spriggan when I play Enchanter. I tend to do that, just because, you know, Spriggan Enchanter is pretty good. Decent combo. Because you can run away. You're basically permanently in bat form, except you can still cast spells. It's quite nice. Alright, cool. Picking up more stones, even though we don't really need them. Dark potions. Interestingly enough, we didn't pick up a lot of ID. Last game we didn't have a lot of ID either. We didn't even get all our potions ID'd by the end of the game, which is insane. Okay, so this might be a bit scary. Actually, wait, Menkore can't do anything to me. No, he can. What the hell? Oh, because I'm thirsty. I did confuse him though, so that's gonna hopefully be able to. Let's heal wounds. Let's not risk it. Why is he so strong? Holy crap! Okay, I see how this is. So apparently, just Menkore hitting me is enough to kill me, which is insane. Even though he's confused, he shouldn't be doing that much damage to me. Alright, well, let's just assume that he's too high level, so I'm gonna just go around and hopefully not encounter him anymore, and we'll go downstairs and we'll come back up if I remember to get him. I won't. Let's use the Potion of Brilliance. I am tempted to use this leather armor, but honestly I don't like leather armor, so I probably won't do it. Alright, that's probably enough of the floor cleared. Wow, we didn't get either of the downstairs in that tiny little section of the dungeon we didn't explore. It's insane. Okay, that was kind of bad. We're going to back off a little bit until we get the stab. Once the stab's up, we can just get him. One hit. That's pretty nice. So as you can see, stab is played quite differently from ogres, but I'm pretty decent at them, honestly, compared to casters. Menkore, can you just come over here? Like, stop being a prick, would you? Oh my god, just confuse him, please. Stab him to death. There we go. See, that's how the stab was supposed to be. I don't know how he could hit me that accurately while he was confused. He shouldn't be able to do that. Ah, gross. Yeah, stabbing is the art of one-shots, and it's pretty fun. It is kind of risky, though. You need to know approximately where your damage is going to lie, and how likely you are to kill a guy with your remaining mana pool. It's unlike Mage, where... like, Mage is different because you have to, like, constantly be hitting the guy. Stabber, you just hit once, and then if you get the lucky shot in, you just kill him, like that. It's not lucky, but it's kind of like that. It's based on the rolls. Oh, okay. Interestingly enough, my potions of blood are rotting away, which is weird because they're potions of blood. That was a distortion axe. Holy crap, we could have been killed. But, if any... Like, actually, let's see what this is. Okay, it's Curse 0. Let's get rid of that. If any race were to want to survive in the Abyss, Vampire is pretty good to do it. Kind of, because they can go into bat form and then just run away from stuff, but they will be killed like in one hit if anything is as fast as them or has a ranged attack, so still very risky, but slightly less so. Alright, so we've trained a lot of stuff now. We can turn stealth down. Oh wait, no. We can turn hexes down and start training a little bit of short blades just so that we can have a little bit of scrapping power. We'll eventually need to start training necromancy once Kiku picks up his piety and gives us a book. We're looking to get... oh wow, that's a nice... Wow, that's an incredible book. Invisibility for us. Nice, okay. That's actually going to change our plan a little bit. We're going to focus hexes instead of stealth, just because we can get invisibility up early. Lair invisibility is basically broken. That's why it was removed from the original Enchanter book back in like 0.15 or 16. I think it was 16. Might have been, I'm not sure. It was a while ago. Wow, when you say a while ago and it means 0.16, that's insane. Okay, well that was risky. But not really risky, I could have survived. Would have just cost me a consumable. Being in melee with stuff is pretty dangerous, especially on a character as squishy as this. I don't really have the opportunity to train fighting as much on this character, because I'm busy training short blades, dodging, stealth, hexes, ice, conjurations, necromancy, all that other stuff. There's a lot of things I have to be training right now, and oh, that's kind of scary. Okay, that's incredibly scary. Who did that? Why? Okay, there we go. They're both confused. I'm not going to take my risk. I'm not going to take my chances and, you know, go for it. I feel like that's a bit too ballsy for me. Because if the frog hit me at that health, I probably would have died, even if it was confused. I don't think confusion stops the strength of his attacks, just the likelihood of it hitting you. Okay, we're actually starting to run kind of low on potions, which is hilarious. Come on. There we go. Centaurs are going to be the bane of this character for now, because I don't have any great way of dealing with them. Dazzling Spray could be good, but we really want invisibility, right? Like, super badly want it. Like, if we can get Invis up, the entirety of Lair is just piss easy. Like, and most of the runes are also piss easy. Invis is just really good as a spell, especially for a stabber. Even for a non-stabber, I consider it. Wow, Kiku is not giving me piety. Am I doing something wrong with him? He just likes when I kill stuff, right? Like, it's been 4 floors or something, and he hasn't given me a single pip. That's crazy. Am I playing too slowly for him? Is that what's going on? Okay, this sucks. This Orc Warrior does not want to be hit on. Actually, we have 2 Keemas down. What the hell? Alright, well, that sucks. Okay. Well, we have to restart this guy. That's not fair. Don't save the macros. Wait, no, we should have saved the macros. Ah, 24 damage, just outside the range. I was thinking it only did 20. Whoops. That was a miscalculation on my part. Gross. What time are we at? We're at 14 minutes. We can actually do another one. Interestingly enough, this has been a worrying trend, I guess, with my gameplay for the last couple of days. After I lost that Octopode, I actually did go and win another game, but that was not on recording, just because I was pissed off. I'm wondering why that's the case. Maybe I need to. Maybe it's time to switch up versions. Okay, that's a lot of guys. What the hell? Let's see. Rats at the same speed as me. Goblins at the same speed as me. Lizards not. So, had the lizard been in melee with me while I was at low health, I would have been in a really bad spot because I couldn't run away. My strategy there was to kill all the melee guys until I lost health, and then make sure I have a 10 speed buffer. Okay, that's too complicated. Okay. What I mean is, say for example this kobold was faster than me, right? What I would do is I'd keep the 10 speed hobgoblin near me while I walked backwards, so that that guy gets stuck behind him and can't attack at me while I'm moving. That's what I was trying to do. And my strategy was to make sure that there was a guy in between me and that 10 speed guy at all times, until I was ready to fight it. Hopefully that made sense. I think it did the second time around, not the first time though. Alright, so, whoops, that's not supposed to be there. That's supposed to be there. Okay, cool. So unfortunately, it seems that my win rate tends to drop over a large sample size. It was at about maybe 50 or 60% on the channel, but it seems that now it's going a bit lower, which is kind of sad. Always sucks when your win rate starts falling. Let's keep going with Dex. I think that was a reasonable choice to make. Okay, it's fine. Do we want Kiku actually? Is the real question. I am trying to go for a bit of extended this game, maybe up to 10 runes, maybe not 15. Depends on how my character develops. But seems like I could probably go for 15. Maybe. Would be tough, but I could probably make do. I'd be ninjaing most of it though, not fighting through all the Panlords and Helllords and stuff. Obviously it's too early to say if I can go extended or not, but it's always a good idea to think about it before you start. Oh god, okay, well that's depressing. Wow, I managed to kill it with a +1 dagger. That was quite lucky of us. Let's pick up Confuse. Maybe I'm valuing Confuse over Tukima's Dance too much. Whoops, that was a movement away. One too far. Let's go over here. And let's end the transformation over here. And go down this set of stairs, which is close to another upstairs. How good. You know, I'm starting to think that I need to be doing some... Oh god. Being surrounded by a jackal pack, that's quite scary. Make sure to pick off the jackals before we pick off the goblins. They're not as dangerous as the guys that can move faster than us. So I think that I need to do another co-op series. So I'm going to probably do that next. Or even in between this one and the next of this vampire video. Just because like I feel like it's starting to get difficult for me to talk by myself. It takes time for me to like return to that level of not enthusiasm, but like I guess vitality that I had before when I'm solo commenting. I don't know if you guys are like not happy with the way that works, but I don't know. Ooh, Ash and Zari. You know, Ash is also a really great stabber. He's so good in fact that I'm gonna probably pick Ash just because he's that good. Amulet of Regeneration is insanely good for this character because I basically don't have to do anything with him. Like I don't pay any hunger. Oh wait, does that even do that anymore? It doesn't. Oh my god, that's awesome. Wait, no, it should still. Oh, who cares? It doesn't matter. Let's drop this remove curse. We pray on it to turn it into some stuff. I guess we'll keep the robe on. The helmet's probably better to get on. No, it doesn't matter. We can curse the jewelry. We can definitely curse this +4 evasion ring on. That's really good. Don't want to really... we'll curse on a weapon if it's actually a good weapon. This isn't a really good weapon right now. It's just +1 dagger of nothing. So there's no point in bothering to... Oh man, there's a lot of snakes. Wow, there's a butt ton of snakes. Let's turn to a bat and run away, I guess. Just because we have no mana. Okay, it feels like this removal of mana is hurting us quite a bit. Just bump it up a little bit. I don't know. Somehow having 8 mana is not a lot. It's not enough. That's odd. Usually is enough. Don't know what's going on there. There's a lot of stuff here. Gonna back off to the second upstairs to just heal our mana back. We need to pick up Tukima's Dance as well at some point. It's a pretty decent spell. I think I've mentioned it on my last Vinestalker, but I value Tukima's Dance pretty highly now because it's very useful in this like early dungeon / mid dungeon. You can use it on stuff like goblins, orcs, ogres, wights particularly. They're really good. So, say for example, this orc, you can turn his mace into a flying mace, so that gives you an ally and takes away his damage. It's very strong as a spell for that reason. And for some reason, it feels like they're really bad at resisting it. So even this ogre, like in one shot, I can almost guarantee that he gets Tukima's Danced, and it's really insane damage. Like a flying giant spike club is really high damage. It's quite good. Let's confuse this fellow. Nope, didn't work. 53% chance, my ass. Okay, let's try it again. Come on, let's try it again. Nope, 53% chance. 53% chance. Can we just ensorcel it? Yeah, that's a 40% chance, but apparently it's better than 53. When you play Stabber, you learn a lot of things about probability, and like sometimes 5% is better than 96%. A lot of the time, actually, like almost all the time. Yeah, we don't know why, but it's just how it is. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Oh, Ossuary. Okay, that's decent, I guess. Ant needs to die first, followed by Mage. Mage is not dying. Mage is really not dying. No, please die. Thank you. I appreciate it. I should have probably slowed him. Oh well, it's fine. No magic mapping, but Ashen'Zar is a lad, so he gives us vision of the portal on the floor. What an epic bonus to get for this guy. Alright, so here, Confuse is going to be the main spell. We can't actually use Ensorcel because it's a cold spell. It's not going to work on any of the undead. It only works on the scorpions here. I'm going to try to pick off enemies with stabs before I engage combat with the rest of the dudes. Reason why is because it makes things a lot simpler for me. Okay, that sucks. Got a successful Ensorcel off. We can fight this human zombie probably. No, we should probably confuse it. We can't Ensorcel it. Okay, sucks. Managed to kill it. Zombies can't open doors. So, alright, that's real pain in the rear. Okay. Apparently nothing wants to work on this mummy. We're gonna have to go ahead and slow it and stab it. Oh my god. Okay, that's a lot of cool goodies that we get from this. Let's actually read some of these scrolls. The teleport might kill us, but it probably won't. I'm hoping it doesn't. Okay, that nearly killed us. We're lucky we're very stealthy, otherwise this could be really bad. Okay, some of this stuff isn't even waking up yet, which is good because it's delaying their chance of killing me. This could be really bad. The problem is there's no other way to run, so like I kind of have no choice but to fight there or read another teleport. Because I'm near Bloodless, I'm basically immune to poison, which is quite nice. It makes these scorpions a lot less dangerous. Unfortunately, though, there's no way around killing these undead other than confused stabbing. We're not going to be able to melee them, I don't think. Come on. There we go. Close the door, heal our mana up. Ensorcelled. And confuse. There we go, nice. Move over here in case the mummy decides to come along. There he is. Confuse him. Stab him. Confusing stabbing is like not as good as paralyzed stab or like unconscious stab, but it's still decent. It's good enough that I'm willing to use it. Oh, that was 2 good stabs out of a potential like 7, I think. That's alright. Confuse that guy, stab him, just melee the last guy. That guy might not even have woken up. Yeah, he didn't. Nice. Oh, he woke up now. Wow. Bad luck. We got a bunch of heal woods from this place. Really nice. Gonna recharge the slowing because it's the only wand in our inventory. And slowing is decent on this character, on this kind of like dude, because I can slow someone, kite backwards, and then hex them until they die. It's quite good. Alright, cool. Dazzling Spray is going to get picked up because it's lost. It's a decent spell. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Interesting. Ashnzari is still not giving us piety, even though we explored the entirety of Ossuary. But I guess that's to be expected. Pistachio gets stabbed. 50% stab. 50% chance to what you call it? 50% chance to ensorcel it is pretty good odds, so I was willing to take it. I could have also Tukima's danced it. That would have been fairly decent as well. Anyway, we are taking a while to play this stab. Unfortunately, stabbers are a little bit slower than melee, but they're at least better. They're a little bit better than mage, I think, just because they're kind of like hybrids. The only problem is hybridism is weak in the early game, but we can consider this guy to be pure mage in the early game with just melee stabbing. I haven't trained any melee, so you can kind of pretend that I'm not melee. Now I am, though. Short blades can come on, and stealth can stay focused. I basically want to have as high stealth as possible because it lets me get those sweet natural stabs that I wouldn't otherwise get. Okay, in this book, in this store, we're looking for invisibility. Book of Hindrance isn't going to give us anything. Petrify might know. Repel Missile sounds good, but let's look up Invis. No invisibility in here. That really sucks, but whatever. Doan. Okay, we can just run from this guy, I think. So, as I said before, I've said this multiple times, but Duvessa and Doan are both... They both get special abilities once you kill the other one, and Duvessa just goes super berserk for one time. Like, she gets angry and then she gets over it, so... if you can kill Doan first, because he's considered more dangerous than the other one. If you aren't in melee of Duvessa, you need to run from Duvessa the second she starts her berserk thing, though, because she's super dangerous. But once she comes back, she's actually pretty weak. She's as weak as she normally is, so feel free to kill her. Alright, Ash is not giving us much, but he is giving us value because he's letting us know where the portals are. It's basically a free magic mapping. There we go, nice. Very nice. He guarantees us the portals, which is really good. He's already been useful twice now, even though we have no piety with him. So that's a nice freebie. A bunch of bats, we can probably just melee them. Get some natural stabs on a couple of them as well. There's an alligator. We managed to confuse him, we didn't get a insulted him, but that's fine. He's guarding like a bit of gold and nothing else. Wow, that was disgusting. Let's read all our scrolls, identify a potion of Berserk Rage. I don't think I can actually go Berserk. Yeah, not unless I'm like fully human, which means basically engorged in terms of blood. Which is honestly not worth it because you can only stay engorged for like 10 turns or something and then you go back to being kind of not engorged anymore. This is a disgusting amount of stuff. Gross. We do have a little bit of crowd control, not a lot though, so we're not going to bother. We're just going to stare pull and ensorcel a lot. It's probably the best way to deal with this. I don't feel one-shot death here. Maybe I should. Let's Tukima's dance. What's the button for Tukima's? There we go. This vampiric war axe is going to be pretty sick for us because it's a really strong weapon. There's a dagger of venom. That's good enough that I'm willing to curse it on. Just because it's such a great weapon, and I don't have any other really good alternatives either. Ring of Ice is worth considering because it pumps up our ensorcelled hibernation, but it also makes us not resistant to fire, which is unfortunate. So we won't be using it right now, but if we absolutely have to, it's probably a good idea. We're marked right now. Guess we'll just sit up here. Crazy Youth, we can just stab him, I guess. I was considering Tukima's dancing him just so that he wouldn't hit us with the Chaos Staff if he woke up, but it would have woken him up. For some reason, Tukima's dance actually wakes up an enemy instantly, even if they're not wielding a weapon. Not sure if that's a bug or not, but whatever. Another protection from cold. We don't actually need a second one. We don't have enough ring slots for that, and also vampires tend to get extra arc hold from their random stuff. It's a +2 ring of protection. That's a decent pickup. This is where Tukima's dance comes in handy. You can use it on the Orc Warrior, and now he's a lot less useful, and the sword can probably just kill him. Let's get rid of this damn macro. Thank you. I was trying to rest and let the sword kill stuff, but I was actually just channeling for some reason. Kill that Orc guy. Green Orc. It's a bunch of cursed stuff. -3 longsword managed to kill an Orc Warrior. That's insane. Just shows you how strong Tukima's dance is. Flying weapons are really good. 6 rolls of enchant armor. Jesus. Okay. We might want to go to like some modeled or swamp dragon armor. Or swamp is not as necessary because we already do have poison resistance from being a vampire. I'm trying to consider what we'll probably go for steam or something like that. Let's go ahead and drink some blood, and I guess we'll get to lair before we finish. Again, I'm apologizing for the kind of, I guess, trash that I'm putting out for the last couple of days. Been putting out pretty bad stuff, dying a lot, playing poorly, but I don't know. Sometimes I just go on tilt, on periods of tilt where I'm just like not winning quite as proficiently as I normally would. It's not much I've learned. I've learned that I can't do a lot about it other than play better combos, which is why I'm not playing anything difficult right now. Hey look, it's Kiku's book. Not really, but whatever. It's fine. The only thing I can do really is keep playing and hope that the sample size that I'm creating eases itself out over time. That's a super dangerous enemy. We can probably just stab it though. Oh, we can't actually see it. Let's scry. Interesting. Undead Hunter and an ice statue. Okay, we don't even want that, so that's pretty nice. Oh, Ashnazari's scrying is a one-thing ability? Oh, interesting. It's a small amount of piety. Okay, cool. So basically, Ashnazari gives you map hacks at some point. You can just, for a brief moment of time, you can just see through walls and everything. It's quite nice. We have some crowd control in the form of Dazzling Spray. Let's move back a little bit, see if we can start spraying these guys, blinding them. Basically, Dazzling Spray is pepper spray. You gotta hit them and then for damage, and then they also can't see for a bit, and you can use that opportunity to just stab them. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, though, I have a better way to deal with these kobolds, and it's just poison them to death. It's pretty effective. Hex at 11, we can definitely turn that off now. We'll train some fighting, and we probably want more spellcasting for the mana, just because it means extra mana means extra. Extra mana means extra costs of Insultful Hibernation and stuff, which is quite good. What's in here? Ice protection. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Very disappointing weapon shop, but whatever. We can deal with it. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Let's start confusing stuff. Let's close the door, actually. The troll should be able to open the door, but for some reason he isn't. Let's actually X that out. Hopefully not go in there again. Tukima's dance is gonna make a flail that can one-shot the orcs, because, again, flying weapons are pretty OP. Scroll of Identify, ID the random potions. This time we have a lot more ID, which is quite nice. This is a castle thing, I don't want to deal with that just yet. I'll deal with it later when I have a lot of time. Actually, yeah, let's just keep going. We'll just keep auto-exploring. That's a hill giant, but if we stab it, we can one-shot it. If we couldn't stab it, I probably would have bat-formed and run away, because that's a pretty risky fight. Back off here. Okay, we picked up a book of teleport, and that's going to give us blink and application. Probably worth memorizing, in fact, even though we have -2 translocations, just because it's that good. 20 spellcasting is good enough. Gonna make sure to keep on the what do you call it? Make sure to keep stealth trained because that's still important. We want 27 stealth as quickly as possible, basically. Irregarding specific things. Like if we have to absolutely train something, we can get rid of stealth. But for now, it's pretty decent. It's pretty much the best thing to be training. Every extra bit of stealth training makes us that much harder to detect, and that's pretty good. Oh, that's a trapdoor spider. Holy crap. It's a really dangerous enemy. It's not as dangerous once we confuse it, but still. Let's X that out. We don't actually want to fight that. We'll back off. We'll just do something else. Takima's Dance, as always, kills the orc very easily. Also provides us with a meat shield, quite nice. Troll of the Hide is actually worth considering. It does cut down our spells failure, but it gives us an extra pip of regen, which is decent on top of our already regenerative self. Yeah, I guess. We'll dump like a couple of points into it. Remove Curse out of this and wield this. Yeah, that makes our stuff a little bit harder to use, but that's fine. Curse the Troll of the Rama back on. And hopefully that gives us... No, it doesn't give us skills yet. We're not at that point where we get skill points. Confuse is actually better than Ensorcel here because they have a chance of hitting their own allies, which is quite good. Poison is also really decent against these bees, which is why I'm using it, why I'm willing to melee. Bees are, of course, not resistant to poison, so they're actually vulnerable to poison, sorry. So it's actually a good idea to confuse them and hit them with poison and make them hit each other because they'll do a lot more damage to each other. Basically, one hit of poison will probably just be enough to take their whole health pool out. Bees have fairly low health as is. Let's use Takima's... No, let's just stab this guy, and let's use Takima's Dance here on this halberd. Halberds are pretty good. You can use Dazzling Spray. Takima's on this thing, and I'm going to force it to attack this thing. Takima's again. Wow. So as you can see, Takima's is really a really great spell because it just kills. For every time you cast it, you'll probably kill like 1 or 2 enemies at the minimum, and it also reduces the danger of each fight. It's pretty decent. Can't do Takima's bows, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have used it on the centaur. Back off a little bit. I don't think they're wielding anything yet. I can't actually do anything with this. Okay, back off a little again. Use Ensorcel to just start stabbing. I feel like I'm healing, and I think that's because of Vampire, but I don't know how it works, or when I'm getting the heal. I'm actually not paying attention to it. It's nice to have, though. I will say that. Also, our ridiculous regeneration is kind of cool. Let's stab. Stab? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Cool. So yeah, Troll Leather Armor is pretty monstrous right now. I'm healing like 1 per turn, which is pretty good. Healing almost like 3% of my health per turn. Oh, sorry. 3? Maybe 2? Kind of. Something like that. Ooh, we got to 2nd Pip of Piety with Ash and Zari. So now we're giving a little bit of magic mapping. We're basically a level 1 Deep Dwarf in terms of mapping ability. Okay, somehow that thing woke up. This is pretty scary. Let's confuse. Let's go for a stab here, because that's... You want to eke out the value when you can. Make sure to confuse everything, make sure nothing's consciously attacking us when we're this low. That was kind of scary, but we managed to make it out okay. Confuse the Wraith and then kill him. Ensorcelled... Sorry, Takima's Dance Josephine. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Oh, she has Dispel Undead. Holy crap, that's scary. Why does she have Dispel Undead? That makes no sense. Like, that's just a big middle finger to, Oh, this is gonna suck. Let's use Might Potion, just because I can't kill these guys easily with this little mana. And honestly, Might is not that amazing for this character, because I'm not fighting most enemies anyway. That's Erica. That's a pain. Confuse that girl. The invisible thing. Erica still has a flaming sword in her hand, even though she doesn't. That's funny. That's the downside of using tiles that, for characters that have specific equipment on startup. You sometimes look like an idiot when someone disarms them. That's right, though. Don't judge. Probably should have took him as dance there, just to reduce the lethality of that fight, but whatever. We're almost at lair. We better be at lair. Jeez, it's D11 already. Let's Tukima's dance that guy. The hill giant's now nothing, and the club just kills it for us. Ah, that's. I really like Tukima's. Okay, I blasted myself with Holy Word like an idiot. Damn it, that sucks. Oh well. Not like it had any lasting consequence. That's so good. Let's just have confusion on these mosquitoes. They count as undead for some reason. I guess because they're vampire mosquitoes. But real life mosquitoes also suck blood. I don't understand why they have to be undead. But anyway. Yeah, so those guys have to be confused and not ensorcelled. That Tengu's kind of scary. Make sure to ensorcel because that's. Oh, sorry. Make sure to Tukima's because that's going to give us allies. Dazzling Spray works here because it can hex both of them and do damage. Quite good. Kill this guy. There we go. Nice. Is there anything else we're missing? Also, my phone keeps lighting up. And it's distracting me. 1 second, I'm going to turn it over. There we go. It's gone now. Even though it's a bit late for that. Let's pick up the sack of spiders because it's a power spike and we might as well pick it up while we have the slots. Blink's at 10%. Damn. I thought we trained a lot more than that. Okay. This is getting kind of annoying. It's a lot of enemies that are quite high damage. Thankfully, we have a Dire Flail. Dire Flail can take out the Yak, hopefully. Yeah, it did. Nice. Close the door. Back off a little bit more. Heal up. And continue on. Whew. Pretty sweet. Is that a giant frog? Yeah, it is. I was wondering why it was doing so much damage to me. I thought it was a blink frog, but it wasn't, apparently. Alright, cool. Just keep going. To make sure to Tukima's dance the Orc Warrior. He dies to his own weapon. Pretty good. There's a random wand here. Let's see what it is. Wand of Paralysis. That's decent. That's actually like having Ensorcelled, but weaker, and it doesn't cost mana, basically. Alright, that got to lair, finally. Thank God. So having done that, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys for watching, and I apologize. Wow, that was an awfully done sentence. I apologize for all the crap that I've been putting out. It'll get better, hopefully, once my tilt ends. Yeah, so see you later.